This is a market recap for March 10th, 2025. Today, as you can see, we were bearish once again after a discount opening on the for the new week. On the hourly, London session continued bearish, or played bearish, I should say. So I was honestly expecting New York to play bullish, but I understand why it didn't. It makes sense looking on a lower time frame and everything like that. Constant encroachment of this wick is this white line. Keep that in mind for lower. And then I guess I'll go back up to the daily. There's this gap right here between these two candles that is on the daily, which we could possibly see a reaction off of. On the 15-minute, it's kind of hard to see, but there's an SMT of these highs here. We continue downwards until the macro. Then we get a little retrace, taking out internal buy side, which you'll see on a lower time frame. Then we hit that and immediately come back off of it, which means we're going to continue this move. And then we take this move, taking out this daily buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency low, all the way down here. There's no liquidity down here, but there is this volume imbalance. And then we come up off of that to close the day here. Now, actually, let me go back to the 15. You can see here, London didn't really play bullish. If it played bullish and then extended bearish, that would make sense. But in my opinion, this is accumulation, and then we just played bearish. All right, and then we continued to play bearish. So I was looking for us to play bullish from here, right, with this gap here. Obviously, that didn't happen, so I didn't end up taking a trade today. But that's why I was bullish on the day. Now we have an SMT of these highs here, which also adds to the bearish bias for the day. If you were bearish, there's this 5-minute gap right here that price respects perfectly before tipping over here. Again, reaction off this constant encroachment, which was on the hourly. Comes down, takes out this low, perfectly closes there, retraces up to this 1 minute, which you'll see on that time frame. Another expansion lower, retrace to this 5-minute, lower again to 1050. With moves that start around 10:45. Sorry, 8:45. Sorry, I'm totally messed up right now. With moves that start around 9:45. Right, so 15 minutes after market open, as you can see here, roughly 9:45. Market reverses at roughly 11. So this macro is able to catch that. Retrace again, internal buy side right there, and then we just expand lower through there. Got this 5-minute here, which we retrace up to right before algorithm kicks back in at 1:30, and then more expansion lower. We get a little trouble off this busy low, but then we eventually break past it, hit this macro, and then retrace up. Last hour of trading, untouched liquidity is this high right there. Now on the 1 minute, you'll be able to see better these highs here, SMT. We also, I think so, right? Is it those highs? Oh yeah. Yep, right there. This high, 910, 910, boom, 944, 944, SMT there. So SMT, we also have this 1 minute here, which gets heavy rejections, and the closures within this 5-minute. Get this displacement lower. Boom, up, retrace, entry could be here, and this would actually be trade of the day, in my opinion. Is this here? Stop at constant encroachment of this wick there, targeting this, but also busy low constant encroachment, or sorry, high constant encroachment and low. Yeah, so fair value gap, another one. So we take out this low over here, retrace during the macro. Let me get rid of that. During the macro, right here, boom, that's the high. This could be another entry here. Displaces lower. Gives us a little trouble. 5 minute pushes us down. Once again, 1 minute fair value gap pushes us down again. Inverse here created with this rejection. And then reacted off of twice there, lower. Again, 11 o'clock. During this macro, we get that reversal. We have an inverse here, rejection off of this wick there. Closure, come back down to it. That's an inverse. No second array, unfortunately. So no entry could have been taken there. And then we just come up to this internal buy side here. Take that, look at how these closures are perfectly below that. So that tells us that we're not looking to continue higher. We displace lower, react off of this fair value gap over here with this wick there, push lower, end up coming up to it, close perfectly in it, as well as with this 1 minute fair value gap. And then we proceed lower, slowly but surely, hit this retrace here. Why? I'm not entirely sure. But then during this macro, we come hit another retrace here. No arrays over here that I see. But during this macro, we do continue lower, retrace once again. 5 minute algorithm kicks back in. We are retraced enough of this range right here for algorithm to just take off again. And it does that. It does that. We have this change in order flow right here. I don't know why this candle is gone, the 136, but these are all bearish candles. This is the only bullish one. So that's a change in state of delivery. We extend that. It's kept once, twice, 3 times lower. This macro really doesn't do much because, well, in my opinion, we reached the goal with this this purple line down here, which is the daily fair value gap low. But we do get an inverse here, rejection here, closure up, back into it, and we take off lower. I don't think we took out a low again. This is probably that volume imbalance we saw on the daily time frame. Again, during the macro, we hit this. At 3 o'clock, last hour of trading, we touch untouched liquidity. As of now, the only untouched liquidity is these highs. So if you're looking to take out these highs, you have to play bullish. Unfortunately, the only array I see is this, and that's about it. So the only, I'll say reasonable trade, but the only like solid trade is this one right here, which honestly might have taken. I might have taken it. Even if I was bearish, I might have been hesitant with it being a No News Monday. Sorry, forgot what it was called. But one of the reasons I would be okay taking this in the future, or should be okay taking this, is 1, these reactions off this hourly constant encroachment over here. 2, this SMT. 3, the rejection off of this, and closures in this 5 minute. Those are all very, very clean things in price action. Reacting off constant encroachment, clean. Higher time frame SMT, on top of that, just points to the bearish direction. And then we stay below this while staying below this 5 minute. And on ES, same thing happens. We react off of a bearish fair value gap above this high. I think it's somewhere over here. That pushes us lower. So, and especially how we take out this high here and don't even close a candle up there, that signals heavy bearishness. So we can take that down all the way there. So that's trade of the day right there, which would have taken quite a bit of time, but it would have been very, very, very beneficial. Now, higher time frame. I'm not trying to pick the low, but we have this daily buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. We may see a reaction off of that. It's possible, right? We may not. We could continue to play lower. One thing that I am guilty of that I should probably stop doing is trying to pick the low. I don't know when we're going to stop going down. I have estimates, but we react to price. We don't try to predict it, right? We make predictions so that we are prepared to react quickly, but we don't make predictions and play off those predictions. So we may react off of this daily buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. We may not. It all depends on what we see in the charts. Again, after that, or below that, I should say, if we want to continue lower, we have liquidity there and here. One thing that I will say is we opened discount and had a tiny wick on the weekly time frame, a tiny buy side wick. Does this mean for sure that we're gonna play bullish, higher time frame on, for the rest of the week? No, but it's something that is unlikely for it to happen. See here, we opened discount, and then we played bullish. Here we opened premium, still added a little bit of wick, and then took down. Premium wick down, discount here, right? So that's like we opened in a premium, but we still need that sell side wick, so we came down lower. We opened discount. So this is a little farther than I would have liked if we are playing bullish for the rest of the week, but it's a possibility, right? Now, if we opened premium, I would have been okay, and I would be okay continuing bearish for the rest of the week. But this discount opening has me leaning more towards playing bullish. Again, it all depends on what price gives us. We react to price, right? So, with all that being said, we'll see what London does, and we'll see what pre-market of New York gives us, and then we'll build our bias from there on the daily, or tomorrow, I should say. So this has been your market recap for March 10th, 2025.